Now we're going to see how Slack keeps growing businesses to reach new heights. reMarkable is a fast-growing paper tablet company that's focused on helping the world think better. In fact, I have my reMarkable tablet here. I love taking notes on it. And what's really great is I can actually send those notes directly to a Slack canvas, which I can then share with my team. And to talk more about that, I am joined by Paul Kagoo, GM of Enterprises and B2B at reMarkable. Paul, welcome to World Tour London.
Happy to be here. Thank you, Jill.
Happy to see you again. I just saw you a few weeks ago.
Yes, yeah, this is very different, but it's really fun as well.
It's a little bigger. So
Yeah.
there's a London energy going
Yes,
on here.
that's true, absolutely.
So let's talk a little bit about reMarkable. You have been experiencing exponential fast growth as a company. Can you tell us a little bit about the transformation that you've been going through?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've grown in revenue significantly. We've grown in number of people as well. We've grown in terms of our reach as well. We have presence now in the US, in UK, and in Norway, which was our original heritage. And it's been quite a dramatic change that we had to bring into the organization. We've had to figure out how to reach our customers in different ways across different geographies. We've had to convert our employees to thinking about businesses also into other than just the consumers. And then of course, we had to scale responsibly as well. So it's been quite an interesting transformation for us.
Lots of different fun challenges
Yes,
to
absolutely.
figure out solutions for. So let's talk about digital agents.
Yes.
How have you been using digital agents to help meet some of those challenges?
Yeah, when we started thinking about the transformation, the digital agents were exploding at that time. The capabilities were growing dramatically, and we could deploy digital agents rather quickly. So we took two of the challenges to address using digital agents. So one was sort of our customer-facing interface, which is Mark. It's built on Salesforce, and it sort of augments our customer support team. But what we're also excited about is we've launched an agent within Slack as well. We call it Saga, which is after our Nordic roots. And Saga is now helping us with the IT support. And so it's sort of, rather than scale the IT team dramatically to support the growth in our number of employees, Saga is now picking up a lot of the work that the IT colleagues would do as well.
I love that. I love that, really thinking of an agent and to help your employees do more work
Absolutely.
at scale. I think that's a really wonderful way to do it.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I think what we found is that most of our colleagues, they use Slack a lot. We've been using Slack for several years now. More than 700 of us use Slack. We're only 500, but we have 700 users apparently. Go figure. But also, our IT agents, our IT support is built on Confluence and Jira and so on. And not all of our colleagues are comfortable or even interested in using that as well. So now Slack has become because they are very, very used to the user interface, they're used to the functionality as well. Just being able to interact with these systems through Slack and then having really great conversational energy between it's been really, really dramatic as well.
So it's really a work operating
Absolutely.
system, right? Where you can bring your systems, your data, your people, your agents into
Yes.
one spot.
Very much so, yes.
So let's talk a little bit about your journey of getting started with Agentforce
Yeah.
and Slack. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I think we had to first figure out which business problems to solve, right? And then as I was mentioning to you already, you also want to increase the adoption rather quickly, and therefore the marriage of an agent, which is a new concept, with Slack, which is an existing concept, was quite an interesting one.
Yeah.
We were able to deploy it rather quickly. And so it's been one of those things where you say, let's get started. I mean, let's get started, let's learn from it, and then we'll find new solutions, new problems to solve as well in the agentic era.
That's great. Yeah, I mean, like you said, just get started, just try.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
It's surprisingly easy to do.
Yes,
that,
and that's the whole thing. There's a no regret move, so to speak, right? Like don't overthink it. Pick a solution, go for it. Easy to implement, and then you can learn from it and do more as well.
I love that. So let's talk a little bit about the productivity gains you've seen. Can you get a little specific about how your teams have become more productive because of Agentforce and Slack?
Yeah, so Agentforce and Slack specifically, obviously our IT team has become much more productive.
Yeah.
We even had to scale the IT team to support the scaling and growth, right?
Yeah.
Last year, I think we hired more than 100 people in the company. On a base of 350 to 400, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And so we haven't had to scale them as much, the IT team as well. And now suddenly, they don't have to learn a new operating system, a new solution to ask for simple stuff like, hey, I want to return my laptop, I want to replace my laptop, or I need this particular solution. They're able to have a conversation with Slack which we've been, as I said, we've been using it for several years as well.
Right.
So.
And then you get that autonomous resolution. Right?
Absolutely.
Which is really
In fact, what is really cool is that it not only gives me an answer, but then it also then creates a ticket for us as well. And so then on the back end, the IT team is getting the tickets in the format that they want. In fact, one of our IT colleagues, his Slack avatar is send me a ticket. So so he's very particular. You need to communicate me through a ticket, and now we have this interface that can create the ticket for us. It's been amazing.
Sounds like you guys have some fun at reMarkable.
Yes, absolutely.
I like it. So let's talk a little bit about some advice that you give maybe to some customers who are watching this and still haven't quite gotten their heads wrapped around how they might be thinking about Agentforce and Slack. What tips and advice do you have for them?
Yeah, I think the big thing is to get started. As I mentioned earlier, the cost of doing it or the time it takes to implement it is rather small. And so I would say talk to the business, understand what the biggest pain points is. Pick a pain point. Don't spend a ton of time trying to understand, is this the best pain point? Is this the best pain point? Pick one, learn from it, and you're going to get much better at learning for it, right? And then the other thing is just recognize that AI is here to help. And agent is the next evolution of AI. And so why not use it? Why not jump on the bandwagon earlier rather than sort of wait for others to kind of learn about it, and then you're sort of caught behind the competition as well.
Yeah, you don't want to fall behind. So you want to be in the lead.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I like that you just pick one pain point that's easily identifiable. Maybe even something that's kind of like a smaller one. Right?
Yeah, smaller. So you can show a quick win. You can show the adoption is increasing.
Yeah.
So like the IT ticket was a very, very rational, very simple. Everybody understands the use case and everybody can see it right away. Most of us require IT support all the time.
Yeah, well, that's great. Paul, I really appreciate you taking the time and joining us again here in London.
Glad to be here.
And I love my tablet, so thank you. And
Happy
I'm looking forward to the future of the Slack integration and what you guys are building there. It's wonderful.
I'm very excited as well. Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. Well, there you have it. Slack and reMarkable collaborating to deliver the best customer experience. Paul, thank you again for sharing your insights. Now, if you want to learn more about how Slack can work for you, scan the QR code on your screen or visit salesforce.com/Slack.